This is John with Cruising Addicts, and we recently sailed on Carnival Sunshine. We're going to give you a review of this ship, our likes and dislikes, so sit back, enjoy the video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button liking this video, subscribe to our channel for more great cruise content, and check out our website, cruisingaddicts.com. Happy sailing.
Scrolling through my screen, searching for a dream. Found a channel that's got me hooked on the scene. Cruising addicts taking me on a ride. From ship to ship, they're the experts, they're the guide. Sail away, come aboard this digital oasis. Cruise ship tours and reviews, they're taking us places. Port guides, destinations, and shore excursions too. Cruising addicts, they're the ones making our dreams come true.
And we sailed on Carnival Sunshine in late March of 2024, and to be honest, we were quite surprised at what we encountered on the ship. We had heard a lot of negative about this ship, it being older, and just in general a lot of negative things, and we were pleasantly surprised. We were quite surprised at how much we liked the ship, and we're going to go over all the things that we liked as well as the things we disliked about this ship. Our like number one was the fact that Carnival Sunshine was updated and renewed. There was lots of areas in the interior that had been updated, and to be honest, if you didn't know the age of the ship and were walking through some of these areas, you would actually believe that you were on a brand new ship or close to new ship. And some of the areas that we noticed that had been upgraded and looked almost like brand new were the premium dining venues such as Cucina del Capitano and JiJi Asian Kitchen. Those areas looked awesome, as well as the main show lounge had been renovated. It had a brand new skybox sports lounge where it looked almost brand new. There's an area on the ship called Ocean Plaza where your Alchemy bar is located. There's also the coffee shop there, and your also Red Frog Pub is in that area. And there's also a stage with a large seating area in that area, and that entire area looked very new. Another area that we noticed is the mezzanine area, and this is where you're going to find your Fahrenheit 555 steakhouse. You're going to find the bonsai sushi, and there's a couple of other areas in this level of the ship, but all of those areas looked excellent. It was a little bit surprising that there was areas that were as modernized on this ship, considering the ship is like one of the oldest ships in the fleet. Now, the second thing that we really liked about Carnival Sunshine, and that was the very large and diverse sports square outdoor area. There was lots of outdoor games, a basketball court, mini golf, a walking track. There was a rope course and a lot more, a lot more. And we spent a good bit of time up here with our son, who's 10 years old. He enjoyed it, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm an adult and I enjoyed it. So I think if you're going with a family, you're gonna be spending a lot of time here. You're gonna really enjoy this area. Your kids are gonna enjoy it. Now, the third thing that we liked about Carnival Sunshine is the very large and spread out Serenity adults only area, and it spans 3 decks. There's a very nice pool there. There's a hot tub on the highest level. There's a very nice waterfall that has like LED lighting that changes colors. Really cool at night. There's a lot of seating. There's clamshells, there's day beds, there's loungers, there's some covered seating. Every lounging and seating option you can imagine. This is by far the best Serenity area that we've experienced on any of the ships so far. Now, the fourth thing that we really liked about Carnival Sunshine, and we actually did stay in a Cloud9 spa cabin, an interior one, and if you'd like to see a tour of that cabin, I'll put a link in the description. We also went over and reviewed what you get when you book a Cloud9 spa cabin, and there'll be a link to that video as well in the description. We really enjoyed the Cloud9 thermal suites and the spa area on this ship. But since we were staying in a Cloud9, we had free access to the thermal suites. There's great steam rooms and a sauna here. There's an aromatherapy steam room, which I spent most of my time in trying to open up my sinuses. I was suffering from a sinus infection during the cruise, but it really helped a lot. I got to spend some time on the thermal loungers. Unfortunately, it was mostly at night, so I couldn't see the view because there is some glass windows there and you can see a great view. There's some showers there as well, and it was just a great area to spend time in. I visited it at least 3 times and took advantage of what was offered there. We did do some spa treatments. My wife got a massage. She also got a hair treatment, and I also had a men's facial treatment, which was great. It was awesome. They shave you and they do a scalp massage and they open up your pores, and it was actually great. First time I've ever had anything done like that. And they do a really great job, and we were very happy with the service that we received at the Cloud9 Spa. This ship has a great staff, and if you're going to book a Cloud9 Spa, take advantage of the discounts. You get a buy 3, get 40, 30, and 20% off, and we took advantage of that. Now, the 5th thing that we really liked about this ship, and we have eaten in the premium dining on other ships, but this ship has a pretty good selection of premium dining, and that's JiJi's Asian Kitchen, Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse, and the Cucina del Capitano Italian restaurant. We ate at all 3. We tried all 3 out on this cruise. I actually do a review of JiJi Asian Kitchen, and there'll be a link down below if you want to click that and check it out. I would say above average Asian fusion restaurant. It was definitely worth the $50 that we paid for the 3 of us to go. It's $20 per adult and $10 per child. The highlight of all 3 was Cucina del Capitano. It was really, really good. I was surprised at how good it was. And I also have a review video of that one. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to check it out. But if you're looking for some really good Italian food and a atmosphere that makes you feel like you're sitting in somebody's dining room in their home, that's going to be a place where you want to eat at. I would definitely recommend the Cucina del Capitano. If you're sailing on this ship, I would recommend to do the premium dining, especially the JiJi's and the Cucina del Capitano, because they're only $20 and it's definitely worth that. And keep in mind, if you do it on the first night of the cruise, you're going to get a free bottle of wine, so that's a really good perk to have. Now, the 6th thing that we really liked about Carnival Sunshine was the Lido deck seating and the movie screen. We like the ships that have the tiered seating. The Conquest class ships are like that, and some of the other ships. And there was some covered seating also on the Lido deck, which you don't often get a lot of. It was on the highest deck, right on the very end, facing the movie screen. And if you're just one of those that doesn't want to be out in the sun, it was a great place to go. You can still experience everything. Great views, ocean breeze, but you're not baking yourself in the hot sun. So we really enjoyed the outdoor seating on this ship. And if you like spending lots of time outside, you will enjoy that. So the 7th thing that we really liked about Carnival Sunshine was the main dining room service and the food. It was excellent. It was some of the better food and service that we've had. It's one thing that I wish they could get consistent on all of the ships is the main dining room service and the quality of the food. Unfortunately, it fluctuates from ship to ship. And this ship had pretty good dining room food and service. We never waited long. We were always seated pretty quickly. The food arrived pretty quickly, hot, cooked exactly as expected, tasted exactly as expected. As a matter of fact, normally we'll have a few meals at the buffet, but this is the first time I think I've ever cruised where I didn't eat at the buffet at all. And usually that happens at least once during breakfast if I got an early excursion and I'm trying to hurry up and get off the ship, but not this time. So we didn't even we never went in the buffet area ever. We ate in the main dining room for every meal and the premium dining. And I think you'll be pleased with the dining on this ship. I can't tell you how the buffet is on it. We did walk through the area maybe once or twice and it looked okay, but we never tried it. The 8th thing that we liked about Carnival Sunshine was the casino. We are casino players and we love playing during cruise. And this ship had a really good casino, nicely laid out. It was quite large. A great variety of new and modern games to play on. The only thing that was a negative there was it sometimes would get very smoky, and none of us smoke. I'm a former smoker, quit many years ago, but I have never been to the point in the casino where it bothered me, but on this cruise it did bother me. But this casino was a really good casino. I enjoyed playing in it. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but I didn't lose a lot either. So if you're not losing a lot, you're winning in the grand scheme of things. You will enjoy playing in this casino. There was a good selection of games. Again, there was plenty of table games. I did do a walkthrough and a tour of this casino, and if you'd like to view that, just click the link down in the description and you can take a better look at the casino. So the ninth thing that we liked about Carnival Sunshine was the ship was very clean in the public spaces and very well kept. The condition of the ship was much better than you would expect for a ship of its age. So I give a lot of props to the housekeeping staff and the engineering crew. They do a good job of maintaining this ship, and it's very difficult to keep up a ship this age. Now, unfortunately, not every cruise is perfect, and there's going to be some things that you don't like or that you notice that's not up to par. Even though our experience was pretty good and way better than expected, there was a couple things that we noticed that was not really where it should be. And our first dislike about Carnival Sunshine was the sometimes slow and inconsistent Wi-Fi connection. This ship has been upgraded to Starlink. I'm pretty sure that almost all of them have now. But it would be slow at times and disconnect you, and I'd have to reconnect. And I'm now testing the Wi-Fi. I have an app on my phone, so every time I cruise, I'm testing it so I can tell you how fast the download and upload speeds are. But on this ship, the download speed was 4.63, and it was a 10.4% stability, and the transmission data was 6 megabytes. For the upload, it was a lot slower. It was 0.53 and 0% stability. So the connection was not what you would expect it to be. Unfortunately, for some folks, they do have to connect. Like for me, I have to work remotely, so I have to be able to connect to work sometimes. And otherwise, I wouldn't be on the Wi-Fi. And I know a lot of people totally disconnect, and that's totally fine if you don't care about the Wi-Fi. You know, you're not going to have concern here. But if you're one of those that travel and work, you're probably not going to like the fact that the connection is sometimes slow and inconsistent. Now, the second thing that we didn't like about the ship, and it wasn't huge because it's expected, is some of the outdoor areas of the ship were showing their age. You know, it's an older ship. I believe it was built in 96 or launched in 96. And it is what it is. You know, the crew does the best they can, but it is an older ship, so everything outside is aged, and just expect that when you're sailing on it. This wasn't a surprise to us. This is something we expected, but it's something that definitely sets it apart from being a newer ship. It is in fact an older ship, and you're going to see some wear and tear and some age on the outside, so just be aware of that. Our third dislike of Carnival Sunshine was a little bit surprising, and after thinking about it, I think I probably know why this was a problem. But we were missing some items in our cabin, our Cloud9 cabin, when we arrived, and we ended up having to ask for them several times, some of the items. Spa robes weren't in the room. We had to ask for those. They brought them. We never ever got drinking glasses, and I want to say we requested them 3 times. I thought that was very strange. I've never been on a Carnival ship where I've requested a drinking glass for the cabin, and fortunately I had some mugs with me, like a Yeti style mug and a couple other mugs like that I just use instead, nagging them about the drinking glasses. But I thought it was so strange that there wasn't at least one in the room. I think I know why the drinking glasses were never delivered. So this ship experienced a really bad storm a year ago, and it was very, very bad, and a lot of things got damaged. And if I had to imagine that there was probably tons, and I believe the glasses that you use in the cabin, which are made from glass, are the same glasses they use in the dining room. So if you can imagine, probably the majority of those glasses got broke during that cruise. And I would imagine it's probably difficult to get that many glasses replaced and shipped. So there's probably a shortage on the glasses, and they probably put a priority on having the glasses in the dining rooms, which I understand. And the fourth thing that we did not like about this cruise. It wasn't really the ship. It has actually nothing to do with the ship itself, except for, unfortunately, it's ported there. But we had the absolute worst port experience we have ever encountered on any cruise. The process was extremely slow. We arrived on time, exactly when we were supposed to be there, and it took 2 hours from the time we got out of our car to the moment we boarded the ship. It baffles me because we picked a boarding time of 12 purposely because we didn't want to be waiting. But usually when we pick a mid time around noonish, we have no issue. It's usually straight onto the ship. But this boarding process is awful. You go through several really old dilapidated buildings. It's a lot of outside walking. I can imagine in the summertime, and it is hot and humid in Charleston, but this could be a miserable experience if it's hot or raining or very cold outside. Now I will say this is the first time I have ever gotten off a ship and didn't get any documents checked. Nobody asked for anything. They didn't ask for a passport. They didn't ask for a ship card. I mean, it was just walk your way off the ship. A lot of people walked. We opted for the shuttle, which probably was a mistake because we ended up waiting about an hour to get the shuttle to take us back to the parking lot. And now I see why most of the people getting off didn't do the shuttle, because it was a whole lot faster just walking. We hope you enjoyed this review of Carnival Sunshine, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to our channel for more great cruise content, and check out our website cruisingaddicts.com. Happy sailing!